Welcome to the gripping plots. I'm sure you have watched many action movies, but not these one. Each of these movies have unique choreographed action scene that you've never seen before. No, I'm not going to recommend you the same Extraction. The list is completely fresh new. Meet you at the other side of the intro. Hunter Killer is a thrilling military action movie that'll keep you hooked from start to finish. It's all about a badass submarine captain named Joe Glass who's on a mission to save the world from a potential war. When a U.S. submarine mysteriously disappears near Russia, Glass and his crew are sent in to investigate. But things get really intense when they uncover a plot that could lead to a full-scale conflict between the U.S. and Russia. Glass has to navigate treacherous waters, both literally and figuratively, to stop the bad guys and prevent a global disaster. The movie is full of pulse-pounding action sequences, especially when the submarines engage in underwater battles. You'll be on the edge of your seat as Glass and his crew face off against enemy forces and try to outsmart their opponents. So if you're looking for a movie that's packed with action, suspense, and a healthy dose of patriotism, Hunter Killer is definitely worth a watch. The Debt Collector is a cool, action-packed movie that's full of excitement and thrills. It's about two guys, Sue and French, who work together to collect debts from people who owe money to a tough guy named Tommy. Sue is a martial arts expert, and French is a tough guy with his own style. They end up getting into all sorts of crazy situations as they try to collect the cash. The movie is not just about action, though. It's got some funny moments, too. Sue and French have an interesting friendship, and their banter adds some humor to the mix. But things get serious when they find out that Tommy might not be as honest as they thought, and they have to navigate some dangerous territory to get out of trouble. Overall, The Debt Collector is a fun ride with plenty of action, humor, and suspense to keep you entertained from start to finish. It's a great choice if you're in the mood for a thrilling movie night. Ninja Assassin is a super intense action movie that's all about, you guessed it, ninjas. The main character is a guy named Reizo who was trained to be a ninja assassin since he was a kid. But when he finds out the truth about his ninja clan and how they used him, he decides to fight back. The movie is packed with crazy ninja fights and awesome martial arts moves. Reizo is like a ninja superhero, taking down bad guys left and right with his insane skills. But it's not just about the action. There's also a story about Reizo seeking revenge and trying to protect someone he cares about. Plus, there's a lot of cool ninja stuff in the movie, like secret hideouts, ancient weapons, and epic training scenes. It's like a modern twist on classic ninja tales, with tons of adrenaline-pumping moments to keep you on the edge of your seat. If you're into action-packed movies with a dose of ninja awesomeness, Ninja Assassin is definitely worth checking out. Tears of the Sun is a powerful and emotional action movie that will tug at your heartstrings. It's set in Nigeria during a violent civil war, and it follows a team of Navy SEALs led by Lieutenant Waters, played by Bruce Willis. When Waters and his team are sent on a mission to rescue an American doctor named Lena Kendricks, played by Monica Bellucci, they find themselves in the middle of a dangerous and chaotic situation. The doctor refuses to leave without her patients, so Waters decides to go against orders and try to save as many people as possible. As they make their way through the war-torn jungle, Waters and his team face all sorts of challenges, including enemy soldiers and treacherous terrain. But they also encounter ordinary people who are caught in the crossfire of the conflict, and they're forced to confront the devastating consequences of war. The movie is filled with intense action scenes, including epic gun battles and thrilling chase sequences. But it's also a deeply human story that explores themes of courage, sacrifice, and redemption. As Waters and his team risk their lives to protect innocent civilians, they're forced to confront their own beliefs and values, and they ultimately find a sense of purpose in the midst of chaos. Carter is an intense and suspenseful movie. The plot is full of mystery and danger, with the main character waking up in a tough situation and having to rely on a mysterious voice to guide him. The stakes are super high, with a deadly pandemic, a bomb in his mouth, and both the CIA and North Korean forces after him. It's really thrilling to watch Carter navigate through all these challenges while trying to figure out who he is and what's going on. And with all the action and suspense, it sounds like a movie that'll keep you on the edge of your seat from start to finish. I bet there are lots of twists and turns as Carter tries to uncover the truth about his past and the mission he's been sent on. And with such a gripping story and high stakes, Carter is a movie that action fans won't want to miss. The Losers is a super fun and action-packed movie that'll keep you entertained from beginning to end. It's about a group of Special Forces soldiers who are betrayed by their own government during a mission in Bolivia. Now, they're out for revenge. Led by Clay, played by Jeffrey Dean Morgan, the team includes Roque, Pooch, Jensen, and Cougar. Each member brings their own unique skills to the table, whether it's expert marksmanship, high-tech hacking, or good old-fashioned brute force. But things get even more complicated when they meet Aisha, played by Zoe Saldana, who has her own reasons for wanting to take down the same bad guy who double-crossed them. Together, they form an unlikely alliance and set out to bring justice to those who wronged them. The Losers is full of over-the-top action sequences, crazy stunts, and witty one-liners. It's like a roller coaster ride of excitement and thrills, with twists and turns that'll keep you guessing until the very end. So if you're in the mood for a high-octane, adrenaline-fueled movie night, The Losers is definitely worth a watch. Fabricated City is a thrilling South Korean action film that will keep you glued to the screen from start to finish. The movie follows the story of Kwon Yu, a young man who spends most of his time playing online video games. But his life takes a drastic turn when he is framed for a crime he didn't commit. Kwon Yu, played by Ji Chang-wook, finds himself wrongfully accused of murder and sentenced to prison. Determined to prove his innocence, he teams up with his fellow inmates to uncover the truth behind the conspiracy against him. With the help of his friends, including the skilled hacker Demolition, played by Ahn Jae-hong, and the tough but loyal guard captain, played by Oh Young-se, Kwon Yu sets out to clear his name and seek justice. The movie is packed with intense action sequences, including thrilling chase scenes and epic fight scenes. But it's not just about the action. Fabricated City also explores themes of friendship, loyalty, and the power of teamwork. Fabricated City is a gripping and suspenseful movie that will keep you on the edge of your seat until the very end. With its fast-paced plot, dynamic characters, and heart-pounding action, it's a must-watch for fans of thrilling cinema. Nobody is an awesome action-packed movie that's all about a regular guy who turns into a total badass. The main character, Hutch Mansell, is played by Bob Odenkirk. He's just an average dude living a boring life, until one day, his house gets broken into and he decides he's had enough. Hutch might seem like an ordinary guy at first, but it turns out he's got some serious skills. As he sets out to track down the burglars who messed with his family, he unleashes his inner fury and takes on a whole bunch of bad guys. The movie is full of epic fight scenes, car chases, and crazy stunts. Hutch might not have any special powers or fancy gadgets, but he's got plenty of guts and determination to get the job done. The Expendables is a super cool action movie that's all about a group of tough guys who take on dangerous missions. It's like a dream team of action heroes, with big names like Sylvester Stallone, Jason Statham, Jet Li, and Arnold Schwarzenegger. The story follows a group of mercenaries led by Barney Ross, played by Stallone. They're hired to overthrow a ruthless dictator in a small island country, but things get complicated when they realize there's more to the mission than meets the eye. The Expendables is packed with epic fight scenes, intense shootouts, and explosions galore. It's like a non-stop adrenaline rush from start to finish, with plenty of over-the-top action sequences that'll leave you on the edge of your seat. But what really makes the movie special is seeing all these action legends together on screen. Each actor brings their own unique style and charisma to the role, and it's a blast watching them team up to take down the bad guys. And it's not just about the action. The Expendables, also has a lot of heart. There's camaraderie and friendship among the team members, and you really root for them to succeed against all odds. Accident Man is a slick and stylish action film that delivers thrills and plenty of attitude. The movie follows Mike Fallon, a skilled assassin who specializes in making his hits look like accidents. Played by Scott Adkins, Fallon is not just deadly with his fists and weapons, but also cunning in his approach to taking out targets. When one of his close friends is murdered, Fallon sets out to uncover the truth behind the killing. As he delves deeper into the criminal underworld, he discovers a web of betrayal and deceit that forces him to confront his own past. Accident Man is filled with high-octane action sequences, featuring hand-to-hand combat, gunfights, and cleverly executed assassinations. Adkins' martial arts expertise shines through in every fight scene, showcasing his agility and precision. What sets Accident Man apart is its dark humor and sharp dialogue. Fallon and his crew of fellow assassins, including characters played by Michael Jai White and Ray Stevenson, engage in witty banter and humorous banter, adding a layer of charm to the action-packed proceedings.